Could someone please just, like, figure out why I am limited to 4 gigs of RAM when I shouldn't be? There is a setting in here somewhere that is limiting me to 4 gigs of RAM, and I don't know why. Max CPU ID value limit disabled for Windows XP. I assume that's good then? I don't know. I just don't understand why I am being limited to 4 gigs of RAM. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. I mean, I thought it would be this setting, but disabling it just gives me 3.6 gigs of RAM, which makes no bloody sense either. I cannot find a setting anywhere that would be limiting me to 4 gigs of RAM. It's behaving like it's in like 32-bit mode or something. But this CPU is 64-bit. This motherboard supports up to 16 gigs of RAM. It doesn't support 32, despite having 8 gig RAM module support. I just can't find a reason why I am unable to. I can't find a reason. Oh, seriously, why am I limited to 4 gigs of RAM? What goddamn setting have I missed? Like, there's got to be a setting here somewhere, right? But there isn't. There just isn't a setting in this BIOS that should be limiting me to 4 gigs of RAM. Unless it's just got a weird name and I'm not realizing that that's what it is. Like, in a lot of BIOSes that I have used, for a lot of motherboards that I have used, there is usually a setting somewhere for, like, legacy compatibility that limits you to 4 gigs of RAM for when you're trying to run a 32-bit operating system. But I cannot find a corresponding setting in here, and I just can't get this thing to recognize 8 gigs of RAM. I've checked. I've swapped the RAM modules. It still does this. Even with a single 8 gig stick, it limits me to 4 gigs, and I cannot find a reason why.